This askreddit user asks, ladies, what are some things in a guy's apartment that set off red flags? What if I got no apartment at all? That means I'm good, right? As long as your cardboard box under the bridge has a trash can with a liner and lid. You're good, buddy. Thanks for all the replies, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to get rid of my skin lamps now. I worked hard on those too. Dirty guest bathroom. If there's PS stains on the toilet or there's like 8 years of ST stains and filth ringing the bowl. Houston, we've got a filthy person. Also, if there's paper towel instead of toilet paper. His ex-girlfriend's stuff. To be fair, she went to jail and I'm not paying for her stuff to sit in storage. But I'm also not looking to date, so I don't care about it being at my place until she gets her own. Picture frames turned face down with another woman. How can you see them if they're face down? Easy. Just face up. I once went home with a dude who had nothing in his room but an ironing board, a bed and 2 inflated air mattresses propped up against the wall to absorb sound. I soon found out that this dude was using me to cheat on his girlfriend, who found out and proceeded to cyber-stalk me to the point of me filing multiple police reports against her. So I'm gonna say that probably all the KY jelly bottles that my former guy friend had strewn around his apartment. 1 in the kitchen, 1 in the living room, 1 in the bathroom. I lost count. That night he confessed he had feelings for me. But I didn't feel the same way. Things got pretty awkward and I haven't talked to him since. Yeah, he sounds like a real slippery customer. Well, if there's nothing in the house except a blow-up mattress in the living room, I would nope the FK out, and I did. During the first date or so, everything is immaculate. Then the more you know him, the more cluttered it gradually becomes. Trash here and there. Kitty croutons not being picked up. No trash bin in the bathroom. No toilet paper on the roll. Forks and plates strewn everywhere. Laundry everywhere. You'll wind up being his mother and maid instead of a significant other. Too many mirrors. Erotic art. A half-completed suit made of human skin on a tailor's dummy. Nope. Do you have any extra lotion for the skin? I do. It's in the basket. Some of this is not like the others. No toilet paper. Sick full of dishes. Stank. Crunchy hand towels. Bedsheets tacked up for curtains and your AS is over 22. Not owning a hammer is weird too, but that's all genders and I might be the weirdo there. Unsure. No cleaning supplies. No toilet cleaner. Dish soap. Dish rack. Mop. Broom. Vacuum. Dirty dishes in the sink. Like a pile that hasn't been done in a while. No trash bag in the trash can. Lots more, but can't think of all of them right now. A dirty place just skeeves me out. It doesn't have to be pristine. But take basic care. It shows you respect yourself and your home. It also indicates that in a long-term relationship that the woman is less likely to be the man's stand-in mommy, sex maid. My mill simultaneously acts like I'm stealing her husband, as in my so, and challenges me on why I'm not mothering him. Like she is competing with me and wants me to become his replacement mom at the same time. It's very weird and I don't like thinking about it too closely cause it's hard not to feel like she has an incestuous attachment to her son. And that feels like worms crawling under my skin. Found a book in an ex's bedroom about how to play head games with women in order to make them want to have sex with you. Good ol' reverse psychology. Perverse psychology. Whoa, calm down Sharon, I don't want to FK you. If there's plastic over the furniture, that can only mean one of 3 things. He has extreme OCD. He's repainting. You're about to have your organs harvested. After scrolling through all the answers, looks like my Legos and Transformers are safe. The Legos are a good thing. With what they cost, she knows you have money to burn. Had money to burn. Now you have Legos. Lego actually has pretty good resale value. I once went home with a guy and there were dozens of condoms on the coffee table. Like wrapped or used? Haha. Wrapped. But it still grossed me out. Though not nearly as much as used would have. Obviously I want to use a condom if I'm having sex with someone I just met. But like, do you keep them out because you just have so much sex? Were you trying to make it clear to me that you wanted to have sex by laying out strips of condoms? Is this your idea of interior decorating? IDK. That's why God made drawers. Man. Haha. That sounds like he wanted you to have a selection. Edible chocolate strawberry flavor. Glow in the dark electric blue. Spermicidal lubricant. Single quote. I used to keep an array of teas at home so guests could have options. And tea packets are about the same size as condom wrappers. So I'm picturing him sorting them out like he's making a smorgasbord for guests. The good news is after scouring this entire thread, I don't do a single one of these things. The bad news is no ladies come to my home apartment anyway. Nothing like a good old dirty house thread to motivate me to clean when I get home. Oh my god dude. I got a girl coming over later this week and this thread is like a chorus of internal screaming growing. Louder and louder. Gotta scrub the floor, gotta do the laundry, gotta hide my power level. Not a lady but me and GF slept one night on a borrowed apartment of this single guy. While on trip, he has a sort of shrine with some 3D printed statues from 20 centimeters to 1 meter of himself. I mean, it was kinda small church of him. Honestly, that sounds hilarious. Crispy socks. Friend's mom found his jerk-off mop-up sock and the conversation went like this. What is this? Quote. A sock. Quote. What is this? Quote. A sock? Quote. What do you use it for? Quote. Nothing. Quote. It's sharp. Quote. I feel like poor moms all over the world need some education on their sons' nocturnal activities. Just so they understand a little better to leave that sock alone. I can't be the only one who never has nor wants to use a sock. Like it will get all crusty. Can't they use tissues instead? Just bin or flush them after. Easy peasy. No need to waste clothing then. Edit. Wow guys, this blew up. Thanks for the comments. Glad to know I'm not an outcast. An existing girlfriend. Edit. I'm not a girl, leave me alone. Ah yes. I went to a guy's bathroom and in it were tampons. Makeup and her red thong in the laundry basket. Def had a GF. The best advice I've ever gotten as a single dude in my first apartment was to keep my bathroom nice. And always have fresh towels. BS love fresh towels. I actually watched YouTube videos on how to fold towels. My bathroom looks like AFG hotel bathroom. I got toilet paper. Then I got baby wipes. I got 2 hand soaps. Bar and liquid. I got a towel for your hands on the sink. 2 towels on the rack for your body if you take a shower. I got fluffy memory foam mats and everything is nice and orderly and always clean. I even bought a thing called a Beard King for when I trim my face so that it catches all hair and then I throw it away in the trash can. Which I empty weekly. Yes. I also have fluffy clean carpets because I vacuum once a week. Marry me. I feel like the importance of a solid vacuuming regimen is so often overlooked. Especially with carpet. No soap in the bathroom to wash your hands. I used to have a friend who had no soap by his sink. I said, "Hey, you have no soap?" He said, "Yeah, I just use the shampoo." So I get the shampoo bottle and it is 50% water. Also, you had to duck under his model train tracks to get through the front door. I told him that was crazy and that he'd never get a girlfriend if she had to duck under trains to get in his house. So he busted a hole about 4 feet high by 2 feet wide from the back of his garage into a hallway closet to solve that little problem. FK. I wish I had model train tracks like that. Who needs girls when you got that much locomotive game anyways? Frugal and resourceful. Sign me up. Pee in water bottles. Walked in. Took a look and walked right the FK back out. Wait, what? He would pee in his water bottles so he didn't have to get up and pee in the toilet like normal people. My ex did this and it was FG disgusting. He'd also use the same bottle twice. Like he'd pee in a 2-liter bottle multiple times without emptying in between. And then he'd make me empty it in the ladies' dorm room toilets because he felt weird about using the men's room in a dorm that wasn't his. He was strange. I got the FK rid of him. His pet rat free to roam the dining table. I'm fine with rodents. But not where you make food. The 3 other rats in the freezer. Waiting for the 4th and lone survivor to kick it so they could all be cremated together. Was a line well crossed, however. Oh. Wow. I kept rats for years. And though I admittedly have had to stash a wrapped, sealed in plastic body for a couple of days, I usually tried to deal with the bodies as quickly as possible. I can't imagine getting in there to grab a pint of ice cream and have to look at my poor ratty for months at a time. And they never had free time in areas where we cooked or ate. I always kept all girls. But boys dragged their BS and dribbled to mark their territory. WTF. A closet full of empty alcohol bottles presented as an achievement. A lot of people in college used to display their bottle collections proudly. I lived at home in college. And figured once I get my own place, I'll want one too. So I hoarded the bottle of each new type of alcohol I tried. I had a huge collection. Then realized that by the time I move out, literally no one will care anymore, so I just tossed all that st. According to this thread, I am AFG catch. I own multiple forms of soap in different locations. I own a vacuum cleaner. I have 2 pillows on my bed. Nothing grows on my carpet. My toilet paper comes off a roll and not a daily nudes calendar. My kitchen is accessible and not filled with dirty dishes. Ladies, please form a single file line. Do you also shower daily and wear clean underwear? I do. I've even been known to shower more than once in the same day when sweaty labor tasks were performed. Oh my. I am ready to fight off the competition. Was looking for a roommate and met this super cool dude at a party. On our way to another party, we stopped by his current place. First thing I noticed was a giant rock statue of a flaccid PS and a floor consistent of porn DVD covers. Made sure to tell him I had made other arrangements. When he called, floor consistent of porn DVD covers. That's, that's awful. Of course. But I have to say I'm impressed with the dedication. Still no excuse. But wow. Giant rock statue of a flaccid PS. A hard statue of a floppy DK. Yes. Hard statue of a not so hard PS. It was very detailed and kind of a masterpiece. I went to a guy's late 20s apartment and he had SpongeBob SquarePants sheets and the entire collection of iCarly on DVD. He did not have kids. Edit. I realized that these things alone could be harmless. These were just the initial red flags though. I stopped talking to him after he showed me a picture of his 13-year-old sister that he carried around with him and talked about how sexy she was and how he didn't understand why his mom wouldn't allow him to come visit her. I realized that these things alone could be harmless. Good on you for not being presumptuous. I stopped talking to him after he showed me a picture of his 13-year-old sister that he carried around with him and talked about how sexy she was and how he didn't understand why his mom wouldn't allow him to come visit her. Good on you for not banging the FK out of there. Jesus Christ, that edit. I know. Weird that the iCarly DVDs were brought up before incestuous pedophile. Once went on a date with a guy. Went back to his studio apartment and there was a security camera on the wall that had the bed and whole living area in view. Didn't know him very well. Didn't fully trust the camera was off. Red flag. If you're in Dennis' room, you are always being videotaped. They're all just that same Godawful angle behind the BS.